Yes. hmm I'm going to get back to that Dylan rule. Yes. But I have a lot of pictures on this phone, and I want to remind you of a few things. Yes. This is not Marilyn Van Proyen. Yeah. hmm That is Susan Bowers, my biological sister. Yes. And Mike and my family, my biological family, yes, decided, yes, that they would make fun of Marilyn Van Proyen. Mara Lee is a look-alike of Marilyn, yes. And I want Marilyn to be in my life. Yeah. Now, just so you understand, okay, this was an actual Rotarian newsletter that was printed on July 31st of 2015. Yes, the same day that you issued the protection order. Yes, where there's a forgery of the ex officio Superior Court clerk. Right. There's a forgery of the court commissioner. Yes. There is no signature of the petitioner. Right. There is no due process to myself. Right. There are no civil rights protections to the five minors named. Oh, and there are no due process rights to the five minors named. Yes. Now, when I tell you, yes, that this is not Marilyn Van Proyen, yes, this little girl, quite possibly is not Legina. hmm When I say I want to speak to her, I am going to sue. Yes. Now, when you, as a county or a city, yes, abuse or use your enumerated policing powers, yes, the state is obligated to revoke them. Poop. Now, there cannot be any concealing, yes, of any felonies, right? There cannot be any concealing, yes, of any misprisons. Pooch. See, this is another picture. Oh, see the sign here? Yeah. Disclose not only the evidence possessed by prosecutors, pooch, but evidence possessed by law enforcement as well. Yes. Now, within the confines of the Policing Powers Act, because of the Home Rule or the Dillon Rule, yes, where the state grants you these powers, yes, you cannot refuse to admit the evidence of the innocence of any person accused of any crime. Oh, your abuse, right, of your Policing Powers Act means the state is getting sued for refusing to revoke the act, which refuses to revoke your actual badge and gun. Yeah. And then you're getting sued, which for obligating all the other police and sheriff's departments, which as well as those in law enforcement, to have to misprison your felony. Now, the government poop has a continuing obligation to produce all evidence required by the law and the federal rules of criminal procedure. Yes. Now, yesterday I downloaded a copy of the prosecutor's manual, yes, and the charging language necessary to charge you with a crime. Now, they give some rules for prosecutors, yes. If you in law enforcement do know, yes, that someone is not in the city, yes, you are required by law to admit that. But you decided to mispresent all of this child abuse, yes, all of the child neglect, right, all of the exploitation of children, Legina, in the Rotary newsletter, yes. And then you decided that you were going to misprison all of it and you were going to obligate the rest of the United States to misprison with you, yes, all of the felony. Now, this is who is required to report child abuse or neglect. Yes. Mhm. Anyone has a reasonable cause to believe that a child has suffered abuse or neglect can, in good faith, yes, report. Now, I have reported that my sons are in the wrong grades. Yes. I gave you their birth dates. Yes. I gave you their birth certificates. Yes. I gave you articles from the Peninsula Daily News, which the Washington Interscholastic Athletic Association's documentation of their actual grades, yes, and you refuse to enforce kidnapping, child abuse, and child neglect laws, that happens to be a felony, poop, and the rest of the state in the United States decided to allow you to misprison all this felony. Now, I'm going to sue this state, yes, and every state, pooch, and all their state legislatures for refusing to revoke your Policing Powers Act, yes, because of your will